Carson City, Reno, Tahoe get grouped together all the time, and that makes sense on a map. It can get very expensive in a home search.
Because buying in Carson City, buying in Reno, and buying near Tahoe are three completely different decisions. Your budget will behave differently, and the pace of life changes.
That type of home you can expect will shift. Daily convenience will not feel the same. Even your weekends can look completely different depending on which market you choose. So if you already know you want Northern Nevada, but you're still trying to figure out whether your money and lifestyle make the most sense, this video is going to really help.
We're not picking one winner. That would be too simple. And honestly, it wouldn't be very useful. The better question is, which market is the way you actually want to live?
Carson City may be the right answer if you want a grounded home base with regional access. Reno may make more sense if you want more city energy, larger services, a stronger day-to-day convenience.
Tahoe can be incredible if the outdoor lifestyle and scenery matter enough for you to accept the price, pace, and trade-offs that come with it. Those are not small differences. They are the difference between buying a home that supports your lifestyle and buying a home that looks good from a distance.
If you're comparing Carson City, Reno, and Tahoe right now, comment with one that you are leaning towards. Usually the answer says a lot about what you value most. I'm Jill Larson with the Larson Miller Group.
And I'm Rhett Miller. And we help buyers, sellers, move-up homeowners, and investors make confident real estate decisions throughout Carson City, Northern Nevada, Reno, Tahoe, Carson Valley, and the surrounding areas. Let's start with Carson City.
Carson City is often the market people consider when they want Northern Nevada access without feeling like they're living in the busiest version of the region. It's Nevada's capital city, but the lifestyle does not feel like a major metro area. That balance is part of the appeal.
Yeah, you can have daily services, local restaurants, medical access, schools, government offices, shopping, trails, and regional convenience without the same pace you might feel in Reno. Some buyers experience that as relief. Another person might wish for more activity, variety, or urban energy.
That is why Carson City needs to be understood on its own terms. It's not a smaller Reno. Calling it a cheaper Tahoe also might be missing your point. The market works best for people who want a practical home base with access to the larger Northern Nevada area lifestyle around them.
You can get to Reno when you need more services, flights, shopping, or events, and Tahoe can still be part of your outdoor life. Carson Valley is close enough to influence where some buyers choose to live. The difference is that Carson City gives you a more grounded starting point.
For many buyers, that is exactly what they want. Now, from a real estate perspective, Carson City can give you a wide range of options. You may see older homes with some character, some properties may feel practical and straightforward, and high-end buyers can find luxury views, acreage, historic appeal, or move-up opportunities depending on the area and the inventory.
And a first-time buyer might also find parts of the market worth considering, especially if they're comparing Carson City with Reno or Tahoe pricing. The challenge is variety. Carson City homes can differ a lot by age, condition, layout, lot size, location, and updates.
A home that looks charming online might need more work than expected. Another property may feel simple at first, but the function and beautiful for day-to-day life. That is why buyers need to evaluate Carson City with emotion and practicality.
If you're drawn to history and character, West Carson might pull you in. A person who travels toward Reno often might care more about North Carson. South Carson starts to make sense if your life connects toward Gardnerville, Minden, Genoa, or Tahoe access. And East Carson brings value and function conversation forward.
That is not the whole video today, but it matters because Carson City is not a one uniform buyer experience. The side of town you choose can change the way the city feels. Carson City may be the strongest fit for you if you want a calmer pace, useful services, regional access, and a lifestyle that feels less intense than Reno, but more practical than Tahoe.
It might not be ideal if you want constant entertainment, dense walkability, endless shopping, or a bigger city environment around you every day. That's the trade-off. You get balance, you give up some scale. For the right buyer, that's a great exchange.
Now, let's move to Reno. Reno is the market people often choose when they want more energy, more convenience, more employment access, more shopping, more restaurants, more services, and a larger city feel. That does not mean Reno is the right answer for everyone. It simply solves a different problem.
If Carson City feels like a grounded home base, Reno feels more connected to daily movement. You have more options around you. There are more neighborhoods to compare. The job market, airport access, medical networks, dining, events, and the entertainment scene can make life feel more convenient for certain buyers.
That matters if you do not want to drive elsewhere for things you use often. For someone that's moving from a large metro area, Reno may feel easier to understand at first. It has more structure. People expect more from a regional city. You can still access Tahoe, trails, skiing, outdoor, recreation, golf courses, and the broader Northern Nevada lifestyle. The difference is that your home base has more activity built into it.
That can be a major advantage. It can also be the thing that makes a buyer choose Carson City instead. Some people want access to city amenities without living inside that busier environment. Others want that activity close. Reno is usually more appealing to that second person.
From a real estate standpoint, Reno has its own set of expectations. You may have more inventory variety overall, but competition, pricing, neighborhood difference, traffic patterns, and a lifestyle fit really still matters. A buyer who says, I want Reno, still needs to find what that means. Midtown, South Reno, Northwest Reno, Somerset, DeMonte Ranch, older central neighborhoods, newer suburb areas, and surrounding communities can all feel really very different.
Yeah, that city is not one simple category. Your budget might stretch differently depending on the location, condition, amenities, and commute needs. Some buyers like Reno because it gives them more choices, but that same variety could make that search feel more complicated for a different buyer.
You may find newer homes, established neighborhoods, condos, luxury communities, investment opportunities, and more urban adjacent living. That trade-off is higher convenience can come with more traffic, more activity, and a different pace. A person who loves energy may feel really at home.
But someone seeking quiet space and a more settled rhythm is going to want to start looking south towards Carson City or Carson Valley. The biggest mistake buyers make with Reno is assuming bigger automatically means better. More options only matter if you actually want to use them. If your life depends on airport access, dining variety, events, employment centers, and medical services, Reno might be worth the premium or the pace.
When those things are nice but they're not essential, Carson City may give you enough convenience with a different lifestyle feel. That is where the comparison really gets personal. Reno is not better than Carson City. It's built for a different daily life. Now let's talk about Tahoe.
Tahoe is where buyers get emotional fast, and that's understandable. The lake, the mountains, the trails, skiing, boating, scenery, and all that outdoor lifestyle can make other markets feel ordinary by comparison. And for some buyers, Tahoe is the dream for a reason. The lifestyle can be incredible if you truly use it.
The question is whether you want to live that lifestyle or only visit it. There are two very different things. Coming from Tahoe in 40 years, I know both. Buying in Tahoe usually comes with more complex decisions, price expectations can be different, inventory can be more limited, and seasonality actually really matters. So does weather. It plays a large role. Tourism affects the feel of certain areas.
Access, parking, short-term rental rules, second home demand, insurance considerations, and maintenance can become part of the conversation depending on the property and location. A home near Tahoe is not just a pretty backdrop, it's a really different ownership environment. That doesn't make it bad, but buyers need to be clear. If you want lake access, mountain living, ski weekends, outdoor recreation, and scenery woven into your daily life, Tahoe can be worth the trade-offs.
A buyer mostly likes the idea of being near Tahoe, may be better served living in Carson City, Reno, Carson Valley, Clear Creek, and using Tahoe as a regional benefit. That distinction can give and save you a lot of money and a lot of frustration. You do not need to actually live in Tahoe to enjoy it.
You do need to live there if that specific lifestyle is the center of your life and the budget supports it. Tahoe can also feel different depending on which side or community you're considering. Incline Village, South Lake Tahoe, State Line, Zephyr Cove, Truckee, Kings Beach, Tahoe City, all those surrounding areas each bring their own lifestyle and real estate conversations. The lake is one regional identity, but the buyer experience changes dramatically by location.
That is another reason why guidance matters. A buyer who wants privacy may not be looking for the same Tahoe as someone who wants restaurants, ski access, or short drives to activity. The biggest mistake with Tahoe is letting the scenery make the whole decision. The view matters, but so does ownership reality.
Snow, maintenance, seasonal traffic, access, utility costs, insurance questions, and property condition can matter more than buyers expect at first. A weekend that feels magical on a weekend tour still needs to function when the weather, the upkeep, and logistics enter the conversation. Tahoe is best for buyers who are honest about the full lifestyle.
If you want the dream version, compare carefully. If you want the real versions and it still excites you, then Tahoe may deserve a serious second look. Now that we've talked through each market, let's compare them by lifestyles. Carson City gives you balance. You have regional access, calmer pace, daily service, and more grounded feel.
And Reno gives you scale. That market brings more city energy, more services, more employment access, and a wider range of everyday options.
Tahoe gives you that immersion. That lifestyle is more tied to scenery, recreation, seasonality, and the cost of living is close to one of the most recognizable outdoor destinations of the region. Those are three very different promises: balance, scale, and immersion. The right choice depends on what promise fits your life.
If your ideal lifestyle is quiet but not isolated, Carson City might fit. When you want more options around your everyday, Reno deserves attention. And a buyer who wants outdoor recreation to be the absolute centerpiece of life is going to keep coming back to Tahoe. Now let's compare them by budget.
Carson City can sometimes feel more approachable than Tahoe and less intense than parts of Reno, but buyers should not assume every home is automatically affordable or simple. Conditions, location, age, updates, and neighborhood all matter.
And Reno might give you more options, but the budget can shift quickly depending on the area, the commute, property type, and how close you want to be to key services. Tahoe often requires the most careful financial conversation because lifestyle demand, limited inventory, seasonal factors, and property-specific considerations can create an ownership structure.
This is also where Nevada's tax structure enters into some of the conversation for buyers. Nevada has no individual state income tax, which can be attractive for people relocating from a higher tax states. That can help Carson City, Reno, and Nevada side of Tahoe feel really appealing.
Still, no state income tax doesn't erase property taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, commuting costs, or the price of the home itself. A smart buyer looks at the whole picture. Don't choose a market because one number looks favorable. Look at what the home costs to own, how location changes your routine, and whether your budget still leaves room for the life you wanted.
Now, let's compare convenience. Reno usually wins if your priority is having more services, shopping, dining, events, medical access, airport convenience, and close to home. That does not mean every buyer needs Reno. Prefer fewer options, and the trade-off is a calmer environment.
Yeah, and Carson City can give that daily convenience without the same level of intensity. Tahoe can give you access to incredible outdoor lifestyle, but that convenience can be highly location dependent and seasonal. A person who wants everything nearby can struggle in certain Tahoe settings for sure.
Someone who values recreation over errand speed may feel differently. This is where buyers need to really be honest. How often do you need big city services? Do you want restaurants, events close by every week? Or would driving to Reno occasionally feel reasonable? Or is it really annoying?
Can you enjoy Tahoe as a destination? Or do you need it as your front yard? Those answers will point you in the right direction way faster than comparing listing photos online. Now let's talk about home styles.
Carson City can give you a mix of older homes, practical properties, luxury pockets, view homes, and neighborhoods with different personalities. Reno offers more variety at a larger scale, from condos, urban adjacent homes, to suburban neighborhoods, newer construction, and luxury communities.
Tahoe brings a more specialized housing conversation, often shaped by the mountain itself. Cabins, lake proximity, vacation use, slope, snow, views, and access all matter. Each market asks buyers to evaluate homes differently. A practical Carson City home might be a great fit because it supports your life without overcomplicating the budget.
A Reno property might appeal because the surrounding services and neighborhood amenities might match your pace. A Tahoe home could feel justified if the cost and lifestyle is truly the central of your priorities. The problem comes when buyers use the wrong standard.
Do not judge Carson City by Tahoe scenery. Don't expect Tahoe to function like Reno. Do not choose Reno only because it has more options if you actually want a quieter life. And every market has its own job.
Your goal is to choose one that does the job that you need it to. At this point, comment with what you would choose first: balance, city convenience, or outdoor lifestyle.
That answer usually tells us whether you're leaning towards Carson City, Reno, or Tahoe. Now let's walk through a few buyer examples. A buyer who wants a calmer pace, a strong local feel, access to services, and the ability to reach surrounding areas without living inside that market might start with Carson City.
That person probably values balance more than consistent activity. A professional who needs airport access, more dining, larger medical system, shorter drives to regional services, and a bigger city rhythm might feel more comfortable in Reno.
And that buyer might be willing to accept more traffic or a faster pace because the convenience matters. Someone who wants skiing, boating, lake access, or mountain scenery might keep Tahoe at the top.
For that buyer, higher cost and seasonal complexity may feel worth it. Now imagine a different scenario. A buyer says they want Tahoe, but only plans to visit the lake a few times a month.
Carson City might be the smarter home base for that person. Someone who says they want Reno because it has more amenities and then admits they're tired of traffic and want a calmer pace. That buyer should compare Carson City before committing.
A person thinks Carson City is the practical answer but needs major nightlife, endless shopping, and an urban social scene. Reno actually is probably a better fit. This is why the best market is not one with the best reputation. It's what really matches your real habits and your real lifestyle. A home search gets easier when you stop asking which market is best and starts asking which market fits your lifestyle.
Now, from a long-term perspective, each area tells a different story. Carson City might appeal to buyers who want stability, regional access, and a more manageable daily life. Reno might attract people who want growth, employment access, and a larger market energy. And Tahoe might hold long-term appeal for buyers who want scarcity, scenery, and a lifestyle that's difficult to duplicate.
Those stories actually matter, but they do not replace the property-level decision-making. A poorly chosen home in the right market can still create regret. A well-chosen property in a quieter market can become a much stronger fit than the flashier option. Buyers need to evaluate both the market and the specific home.
Yep, and that includes condition, location, resale, maintenance, access, and how long they plan to stay. The right regional choice is the first step, but the right property still matters so much. Now let's bring this all together.
Carson City is probably best starting point if you want Northern Nevada access, a calmer lifestyle, useful services, a home base that does not feel intense as Reno or as specialized as Tahoe.
Reno makes the most sense if you want more options around your everyday and are willing to live at the pace of a larger regional city.
Tahoe belongs in the conversation, and the outdoor lifestyle, scenery, mountain, or lake environment are all important enough to justify the cost and the complexity. None of these markets are universally better, they're just built for different buyers.
And that's the part that people have to understand before they start touring homes. If you choose based only on price, you might end up in a market that doesn't fit your life. And when you choose only by scenery, ownership reality can surprise you.
A decision based only on convenience may leave you with a pace you did not actually really want. The strongest choice comes from knowing what you value most. Do you want balance? Choose the market that gives you a strong home base. Would more daily options change your quality of life? Reno may deserve that first look. Is recreation the center of your entire move? Tahoe might be worth the trade-off. If you're still unsure, that is totally normal.
Yeah, most buyers aren't choosing between three places. They're choosing between three versions of themselves: the quieter life, the more connected city life, and the outdoor-focused life. Once you know which version you're really trying to build, that market decision becomes a lot clearer quickly.
I'm Jill Larson with the Larson Miller Group.
And I'm Rhett Miller.
We help buyers, sellers, move-up homeowners, investors make confident real estate decisions throughout Carson City, Reno, Tahoe, Carson Valley, and Northern Nevada.
If you're comparing these areas and trying to figure out where your budget and lifestyle make the most sense, reach out and we can talk through the trade-offs before you start touring homes.
Subscribe for more Northern Nevada breakdowns, because the better you understand each market before you buy, the stronger the decision will be.